in our study of the Koran with our friends in Egypt and parts of the Middle East, I was astounded to find that a chapter in the Koran is dedicated to Yunus. Yunus has an entire chapter. There's, for those that don't know, there are 114 chapters or surahs of the Koran. The entire book is in 114 books, should we say. One of the surahs, one of the chapters, is dedicated to Yunus, one of the biblical prophets. See, what conventional people don't tell you is 80%, estimated 80% of the prophets in the Koran are biblical prophets. But since their name is in Arabic, you may not recognize it. So I want to share with you who Yunus is and why he's in the Koran. There's a chapter dedicated to Yunus in the Koran. Meanwhile, check your Koran, Muslim readers. There is not a single reference to Yunus at all in the chapter of Yunus in the Koran. I found this astounding. The man named Yunus, which Bible followers, you will know him as Jonah. Jonah is in the Koran. Jonah or Yunus, same man. One's just an Arabic nickname for Jonah, which is not even a Hebrew name, but Jonah and Yunus are the same. But the chapter of the Koran has nothing to do with Yunus or Jonah whatsoever. So I ask my Muslim readers, and I'll hesitate a second, what does Yunus have to do with anything? He's listed as one of the prophets. He's listed as a prophet in the Koran. What's the significance? I implore you to turn to another verse in the Koran where it refers to Yunus the prophet spending 3 days in a fish belly. Yunus is Jonah. Meanwhile, the reference of Jonah in the Koran is made outside the chapter dedicated to Yunus. I ask Muslim readers to tell me why the prophet was in the belly of the fish. And the Koran does not explain it. It does not reference it. All the Koran says is that the prophet was swallowed by a fish and kept there for 3 days. The answer for our Muslim readers is to turn to the Bible. The Bible has a chapter, an entire book. One of the 66 books of the Bible is dedicated to your prophet Yunus, which is called Jonah. Read the story of Jonah in the Bible, but in order to understand your Quranic prophet, you have to go to the Bible. There's no other source. You have created secondary sources, but the Quran clearly refers to Jonah in the fish belly. We'll give you the reference, but I'm telling you, get a Bible, get a Coptic Bible, it's in Arabic, and read the story of Jonah. So I encourage people to comment on the videos now, and I leave all comments up, leave them all posted, because people have a right to be heard. I hope that people will at least watch 2 or 3 videos so they get really good comments